Hey guys, in January, I was at the North American Bitcoin Conference in Miami, and I met a lot of neat people. I'll be putting out extra episodes over the next few weeks featuring cool entrepreneurs, artists, companies, and even country representatives. Hope you like the shows and feel free to share them with a friend. Make sure you follow me on socials like Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Leave us a nice review on iTunes and check out thetatianashow.com for more episodes. Hey there, it's time for the show, The Tatiana Show, where you make friends and talk life and crypto. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the special edition of the Tatiana Show from the North American Bitcoin Conference. I'm here with my friend Caleb Slade from Salt. You may have heard about Salt. You may have been thinking about putting your money into Salt. What should we do? Tell me all about it.
Well, Salt is here mostly to let you leverage your crypto assets as collateral for cash loans. So anybody that's holding cryptocurrencies, we hold it because we're relatively long on it generally. And if you're long on something, you don't want to give it up, but you still want to get some cash, right? So let you put it up as collateral. We'll deposit cash directly into your bank account. As soon as you repay that loan, then you get your collateral back. That way you haven't liquidated anything, haven't triggered unfavorable tax events, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Just like you borrow against your house or your car. And then also we just yesterday announced the launch of a whole suite of technology solutions for businesses in the blockchain space or businesses looking to get into the blockchain space. So we have wallet management services. We have blockchain monitoring tools, both for businesses and consumers. And then we also just announced that our entire lending platform, what enables us to lend against crypto assets in an automated fashion, we're licensing that entire platform. So any bank, any financial institution can start lending against their customers' blockchain assets.
Wow. So where are you guys based?
We're based in Denver, Colorado. And then we have teams in Philippines and Mauritius. So we have teams kind of all over the world so that we can provide 24/7 customer support, live support.
That's really important.
Yeah, and we felt that was a big opportunity for us to differentiate ourselves from competition. We even have phone support during normal business hours in Denver. So you can pick up the phone, give us a call. We'd love to talk to you, talk you through the products and tell you how the process works.
I like that. But, I looked into some collateral crypto things, and it seems like you have to put down low. So let's say I want to borrow $5,000. Yeah. I got to put down $15,000. That seems like kind of a lot. So that gets a little scary to get rid of that much money, especially with the market fluctuating that much.
Totally. So the reason that generally in collateralized debt instruments that you over collateralize is so that you can adjust to those fluctuations without actually having to liquidate any of those assets. Now, Salt we try and do everything we can to give as many options as possible. So that would be like $15,000 for $5,000 of crypto for a $5,000 loan would be about a 30% loan to value ratio. We let you go up to a 50% loan to value ratio if that's your risk tolerance. So you can borrow half of the value of your collateral. Now, the lower the loan to value ratio, the less the risk is of you having to liquidate any of that collateral to protect the lender. But we also give you margin calls. So if that value of your collateral does drop, you have options and time to put in more collateral, make an extra payment, or do nothing. And then we will liquidate a little bit of that collateral. The other thing is we provide every borrower with really robust loan monitoring tools so that you can always see the value of your collateral, the value of your principal, the loan to value ratio, and ultimately the risk of a margin call. And we also have a native mobile web app, so you can always keep an eye on your loan no matter where you are. We really want to make it easy to keep an eye on that, and we want to align ourselves to the interests of our borrowers.
Very cool. So can people loan in their money for rent to other people?
We do not do peer-to-peer lending. We're looking at that at some point down the road. It's a pretty challenging regulatory framework. And the reality is that even peer-to-peer lending networks, a lot of times, most of the capital, like vast majority of the capital comes from institutional lenders anyways. So for us, that's a little bit down the road, maybe like a nice to have. But we want to open up the structure to the highest amount of capital at the lowest cost possible. And that means structuring the platform for institutional lenders and accredited lenders to come in and bring that capital to the table.
So what makes me think that Salt is a safe bet is that you guys are based in America, right? Because if you're based somewhere else, it's kind of hard to track you down and take you to court. So what do you think about the regulatory environment in the U.S. versus doing it in another country? How did that weigh into your decision making?
We actively decided, we intentionally decided to be based in the US, to be domiciled. When we were starting the company, a lot of people were like, oh, don't do crypto in the US, don't do crypto in the US. The regulations are awful. You should just avoid them altogether. But we really wanted to, one, serve US customers. And two, we exist as a company to bridge the gap between this new world of cryptocurrency and this old world of traditional finance. And you don't get to bridge those two worlds if you're skirting regulations. So we decided to start with the hardest challenge first, the highest hanging fruit, and that is the U.S. regulatory framework. It is challenging. It is incredibly demanding of the companies operating in this space, but it has also made us incredibly focused on operational excellence, on compliance, on legal frameworks, and making sure that we as a company keep us and our customers safe. So while it has been a lot more difficult than, opening up in, some Eastern Bloc country or something like that, which was fine. It's just, people know that we're not going to run with their funds. We're not hidden. We're not anonymous. We're based in Delaware. And if we had any intention whatsoever of being unethical, then the U.S. would be the worst place to do it because we all live here. Right. And the U.S. doesn't really mess around with that kind of thing, especially in the financial sector.
Interesting. All right. I have one final question for you. And then I want you to tell people where they can connect with you.
Awesome.
When I go to Denver, are we going to jam?
We are going to jam so hard. I have a piano in my home. You're going to bring a guitar. We got to get somebody with like a djembe or something.
I'm in. I like it.
Make some music. Yeah.
Well, we're here in Miami. Maybe we could find a guitar and do a random jam on the beach tomorrow.
I think we could absolutely do that.
We should do that. Are you still in town?
Yeah, I'm here till Sunday.
Oh, I like this idea. Sorry, suckers. You can't jam with us.
Yeah. So, you can reach us at saltlending.com. We're available on social media. But if you go to saltlending.com, you can email us through the platform or directly at support@saltlending.com. And we have teams 24/7 to answer your questions and get you guys worked in there.
Awesome. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
All right. Bye.
Hey there, it's time for the show, the Tatiana Show, where you make friends and talk life and crypto. We gotta think and reflect and use lots of intellect with our hearts when we work together. I know that it can be so hard out there, looking all around and saying that life ain't fair. So that is why we will fight and stay up late at night, listening to the Tatiana Show.
Thank you for listening to The Tatiana Show. Please follow us on Twitter at Queen Tatiana or on Facebook and Instagram at Tatiana Moroz Music. More episodes can be found at thetatianashow.com, and make sure you leave a review on iTunes and tell your friends. The Tatiana Show has been brought to you by CryptoMediaHub.com, a boutique marketing and PR agency for Bitcoin and beyond.